Yay! I got my Korean green card. In other words, permanent stay. So I just Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your boy Dr. Rajesh, a multiple scholarship winner and also a research professor in Korea. So I'm coming today with good news. Well, it happened last month. I've been very busy, so I just feel it's very important to share this good news with each and every one of you out there, because sometimes I give credit to my success to God, and also with the fact that I also got information from people. That's why I love sharing good news, especially to my subscribers and people around me, so that anybody can derive or suck out the positive energy from me and do the same. So I'm here today to talk about the fact that I got my permanent stay in Korea, aka my green card. Korea, the first thing I'm going to talk about, what are the requirements for you to get permanent stay resident in Korea. There are so many visas in Korea, but one of the best one is the permanent stay visa, which you're guaranteed to stay in Korea for life unless you commit a horrible crime which can permit you to be sent back to your country. So you're treated the same equivalent to Koreans. The only thing is that you cannot vote for presidential elections. That is the only thing you cannot do, which Koreans can do. But the rest you can do as much as possible, run businesses, all of that. So the I think basically it's coming, it will soon be like 7 years in Korea. So I came here like a Korean government scholar student, which is also very competitive, but it doesn't mean you cannot have it. Everybody can have it. So I came through the scholarship, I studied, I finished. While studying, I was thinking of leaving, because there's usually this common notion among us, aka blacks in Korea, that if you're not good with the language, then when you're done with your PhD or whatever, you cannot really get a job. So while studying, I was preparing to to leave, to go to other countries like USA, Canada, Australia, and why not most countries in Europe. But with time I found out that leaving is not really necessary, because what I can get there, it's already here. The only difference is I just need to make a little bit of effort and also information. So there are so many categories of permanent stay visas, and mine is it's called F515. This is my ID, is the F515 visa. So like the F515 visa, which is granted for each 10 years. I need to go reprint my ID. That's to renew, which equivalent what they do by renewing is you just go and they check your ID, they print it out for you, and then they redo it. So the requirement, I got the F515 category, which is for people who have PhD in Korea. So if you have a PhD in Korea, especially from the sciences, the chances are higher. Secondly, I'm also a global Korean scholar. Thirdly, they also check your general net income. So you need to earn a particular figure. Like if you're earning, I think from last year was 37,000 US dollars per year and above, then that's one of the criteria. Then also you need to have a permanent job, or you need to have a full-time job. That's another criteria which they do check. And you also need to be paying 4 categories of insurance, which is the health insurance, the employment insurance, the work accident insurance, and then also your pension. So those are the 4 insurances which you need to be paying in order to qualify for the permanent visa, and all of them, they're really good. Korea has one of the best health systems in the world, and it's pretty cheap compared to other countries. You pay for that insurance which covers your whole family and you're sorted out. And I can testify that I'm benefiting pretty much from it because my daughter was born in Korea, so I've gone through their health system. I know what it means. Also, the employment taxes, when you lose your job, the Korean government is going to support you and give you something like an allowance or whatsoever, or help you get a new job when you lose. And if you have an accident and your job site is covered for, and also your pension too is also another thing. Then I think those are the four basic those are criteria which you need in order to apply for my category of permanent stay visa. There's another category where if you have a master degree and you've worked for 3 years and you were formally on an F2 visa, then you can apply for that category of permanent stay. There's another one, if you've been a student in Korea on the same visa for 5 years, that's the first category, which is called the F51 visa. Then you're going to apply for that one, but this one requires you to have a certain level of income and also Korean level score. So there are so many categories of permanent stay visas. You just need to look at the one which you feel you're qualified for, and then you apply. The thing is with the permanent stay visa is that most people do not really have information about these visas, so they do not either prepare for it or they get to move to other parts of the world to search for a similar kind of visa. And Korean permanent stay visa is the same like the Canadian PR, which is also a permanent stay, because this visa is out to target high income investors, like high income earners, high skilled people within Korea. And also if you're contributing to the GDP of Korea through your investments. And also if you're married to a Korean, a certain level you earn, and also, so it's a very good visa. And also in the future, if I want to probably get a Korean passport or apply for it, I can go ahead for it. But right now I still love to be on my Cameroonian passport. So with that, you can apply for it, or you can stay on your permanent visa. It's really good visa. It can also permit you to run businesses in Korea. There are so many Cameroonians and other Africans who got this visa and they're doing pretty well in Korea. And sometimes when you might stay in a country for a long time, it becomes like home, so you would not desire to leave again. And this is also a good visa for you to consider if that is the case. And I'll be making more videos to talk about the other categories of visas, because what I discovered while being a student or working is that most people are not usually informed. People are not usually aware of different categories of visas. There are very good visas in Korea which can permit you to work in any industry you want. For example, you have, like I got the permanent stay visa. My wife too has been given also the same visa too, and my child too has been given the same visa. So she has the opportunity to be able to work within the English teaching industry, which was not possible before for her to do that, because we are from non-native English speaking countries. But now with these visas, we are able or eligible to teach English, and it's far better than the E2 visa, which is for people who are entitled to teach English, but they can only do so within a particular department or particular school. So there are some visas in Korea you hear about sponsored visa and non-sponsored visa. So my visa, I can decide if I want to work somewhere or not. So I'm treated equivalently or the same like a Korean. So I don't want to make this video very long. I'll be making more videos in the future and sharing. So if you love this video, please make sure to click on the subscription and notification bell, so that when videos pop up, I'm going to share more and more of it. And for people who have been supporting my channel by sharing, liking, commenting, thank you very much. Stay tuned, stay here in this family. We are growing, and we'll be popping and sharing lots of juicy information as well. And I do offer free mentorship to students who do reach out. I have a wide range of students I do mentor, and if you can also be a mentor, please do reach out so that we can help students, especially in Korea and outside or anywhere in the world, for free. We do it for free. The essence is to empower each and every one of us. So see you again in my next video. Bye. Love you. Sarang. Hey.